This was the only map that really felt really not lopsided, because even then it wasn't a terribly lopsided map, but it just felt like Illini Orange just played that second side of the map so much better than UT Dallas. It's a game of momentum. If you get a 5 straight going at the right time, it completely shifts the momentum of the game. So, you know, we see UT Dallas here rotating free, but oh, good shot there from playoff Crit. He's get a 2v2 there for the but
yeah, I'm in deep, but I wanna go deeper. Nigga, I'm the future, with or without a feature. So cold flow, but I'm waking up the sleeper. Crack his head like an egg, that boy die like it's Easter. I build an empire, no time for Anibas, but look like Cohebras. I go ape shit, bitch, I feel like I'm Caesar. I am a chemist in the lab with my beakers and test tubes. I'm just trying to get the mama in the bedroom, get some head, ooh, and I'ma knock it out the park.
Got them both?
Nice. One more.
Got 3?
Nice. Wait, tell me if they cross.
Another one on me?
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Mr.kiddragon, back here with episode 11 of the Gauntlet. I'm here with my boy, Crit, or as his Twitter says, Crit CWL.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
Alright, my name is Christian Keys. That's my my birth name and everything. Hometown, Austin, Texas, but I decided to go to the University of Illinois. I'm going into my junior year. Mechanical engineering major, so you know that takes up a lot of time. But yeah, I've been playing competitive COD here for a little bit, so since Black Ops 3, so and doing that. So
Okay, bet. So let's start it off right. You know what I'm saying? How did you get into competing, bro? So like, I don't know if it's your first season in the CCL or like your first year competing. So like, just give me like a brief, you know, understanding of that.
Alright, so I started competing back in Black Ops 3, so I actually was like a trick shotter back in the day. So I used to trick shot all the time, so I would play claw and stuff because of that. So I was always like down with the claw and the movement and stuff. But and Black Ops 3 came out, actually, let me backtrack real quick. When Ghost came out, I was like, didn't like the game at all. I hated it because for sniping, it wasn't exactly the greatest. And so I put like maybe like 4 hours into that game. And Advanced Warfare 2, I just like wasn't really. So like during those years, I went and played like FIFA, like really hardcore, and NBA 2K. So so I took like I guess like a 2-year hiatus from like all Call of Duty, and then Black Ops 3 came out, and one of my friends, IRL friends at the time, was like, "Yo, like I'm better than you at COD now," like, and he started playing GBs and stuff, and so like that's when I got into playing like a GB with like my other IRL friends, because like we were just like literally just play like 3v3 XP chows against each other and stuff, and like we would just go hard and stuff. And at the time, I actually was playing on the highest sensitivity, but I kept getting like called a keyboarder, so I
Cracked.
yeah, so I moved my sense down. So I guess and then I found my first variant team in Black Ops 3. I used an old Twitter I had, gaming Twitter I had, when I used to do like YouTube and stuff. That didn't really work out, so I created it, and then there was the CWL was the league at the time, so I made Crit CWL,
Yeah.
and started playing Black Ops 3. This was my first season in the CCL, because so for Black Ops 4, I did message Illini Esports about creating a team, but it just didn't work out because at the time we had like maybe a week by the time I found out about the league. So I tried to make a team, and it was only me and Shields at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, like I didn't find a team, and so we weren't able to play, and I kind of forgot about it when playing Black Ops 4, so I just played online leagues and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got hit up by actually I guess the Illini Esports COD coordinator. They assigned one to Mata725. And there he hit me up. He said, "Hey, I'm trying to get a team together for this Black Ops 4 farewell tournament." And then there we played Black Ops 4, the farewell tournament, and yeah, I think we beat UTA the first game. Pretty badly, I remember
Bro,
that.
Illini COD, right? That was y'all, dude.
Yeah, I was pretty I think Black Ops 4 is one of my best competitive Call of Duty, so I kind of was just like ego challenging everything with the ICR. But we beat UTA and then we beat ULL in game 5. And then we played Concord, and I dropped like 54 to 56 and 2 vision pulse for the L or something like that. And then we
That's
just ended up
tough.
losing. Then we lost to Purdue in the losers bracket. So that was like our first tournament. It was fun. We got like T6. And then from then on, we made, there's a couple people on there that are on the B team. I know that roster at the time was it was me, Dragon Storm, Shields, Shoofy Shuffy, whatever you want to call him, is Rick, and then Grinch. And actually, Grinch just downloaded the game like 2 days before. I never played it competitively,
Damn.
um, so it was a fun experience. But from then on, we had tryouts. We got the 5. Versley came in from transferred from Iowa to Illinois, so we were able to get him on the A team. And yeah, we had a 5, and we had a pretty good season. 15-2, T8 in the playoffs. Thought we should have placed better, but it is what it is. It's not bad for the first season, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Oh, so you're on the Illini Orange roster. Okay.
yeah,
That roster is nasty, dude. Oh man. That
yeah. I
explains it.
thought we could have been a lot better though than what we did. Like I know against Carleton in playoffs, like we kind of choked very badly on 2 maps, so it was just more of a mental aspect, I think, when it came down to it, because we had the practice and we knew what we were doing, but like we would call out stuff and just not do it, so it just came down to that, really.
All right. Cool. So moving on. So damn, dude. I feel like you answered like 2, 3 questions in that one statement.
Yeah, I gave you the whole lowdown. My fault. You can ask again. I can give you more answers.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
good, brother. Um, so what would you say is like I know you've competed in like a couple leagues, like you competed in the
mhm.
BG League, the Kinetic League, and the CCO, right? Like, what would you say is like maybe like your favorite moment from any of those?
Um, I think like I can give you like a couple favorite moments. So like the
That's
BG
fine, yeah,
leagues and stuff. Like okay, so after the CCL, I was like done with this COD. Like it burnt me out
yeah,
pretty much. I was like, I didn't put in the hours that a lot of people put in at the beginning because of college. So I kind of just played CCL stuff.
yeah,
Um, but then Eddie hit me up and he was like, hey, like we're having problem always getting in 5 on. Like, well, I listed you as a sub. Why don't you come play a match? So I ended up playing a match. We ended up actually losing their first match when I played, and I was losing to like kids that like I shouldn't have lost to pretty much.
yeah.
And so after that, I started grinding again. I started playing with them. And then one of my favorite moments was actually 3-0ing the team that was like perfect map count, perfect like record or
Damn.
whatever, and then they tweeted out all this crap like, "Oh, CCL sucks. Like CCL is terrible." Like I'm like, "You just got 3-0'd by me in this league." So I mean, like it is. And then like I don't know, I kind of like quoted it or something, and like the whole gang of CCL just kind of went in, and that was just kind of funny to watch from like the outside. And I was like, the beef started because he lost to me. So I mean, is what it is. But I think also when it comes to CCL, my favorite moment of that was I think like the regular season, like it felt a little bit dragged on because I know like we only got to play 2 matches a week, and
Yeah,
like like a lot of times we would like I know like our middle part of our schedule was like super easy. And it was like like we would just hop on and play. Like we got our sub to play. Like we got Mata 725 to play like 3 matches,
yeah,
and it was against like Shawnee State, who like had a combined like 1 win or like 3 map wins, or like the other teams that like just didn't really play.
yeah,
And so like I guess like my favorite moment when it came to the CCL was like the playoffs. It was especially fun. I think 3-0ing UT Dallas was a really cool thing because like
hey,
we beat it, we beat them in the TESPA like 3-0, or like yeah 3-0 like
damn.
earlier, and like they were like, oh, you can take it, it's like a free. But when it comes to playoffs, and everybody was just like the whole chat was like against us, like, and then like once we started winning the 2 maps, everybody was like, okay, this team's like legit. And I felt like we were never really respected as like a team. We were always the team that was like, we could never beat like Concord, and they always just kept
Yeah,
mentioning that. And I was just like, I feel like we could have, be honest with you, but we under practice because there's some internal issues in with school and stuff. So I felt like 3-0ing UTD in playoffs was fun because we played really well that weekend. Even though we had a map 5 against Oregon, it was just a host fuck.
Dude,
But I felt like we
jeez.
we felt like we played really well that weekend. So I mean, we were
Yeah.
really hyped, and I wish they would have continued playoffs more that weekend. But I felt like if our momentum was rolling then, and we kind of just got iced when it came to the 2 weeks. But yeah, that
Yeah, dude.
especially was good.
A 2 week time lapse between playoffs. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. But I mean, but they did it based on like the CDL scheduling. So it
Yeah,
is.
they had to do that.
So it is what it is. Your current age right now?
I'm 20. I just turned 20 in May, so
Okay, bet. Okay, damn.
yeah, I'm young. I'm young for my grade though, cause I'm
Yeah,
going into junior year, and all my friends are like, I'm turning 21 this year, and I'm just like, I just turned 20, bro. So
that's crazy.
yeah.
So where do you see yourself in like 5 years? Do you have like a backup plan, or do you want to continue pursuing Call of Duty, regardless if it's competing or another, integration somewhere into that esports space?
Well, I see myself in 5 years, so like my plan right now, mechanical engineering, of
Yep.
course. So I'll be finished with that undergrad, but my plan is to go to graduate school. So I have, not sure, probably back home in Texas somewhere, but 100%. If the CCL is still allowing graduate students by that time, who knows? I may be on a different team. So when it
Yeah.
comes to that one, but in 5 years I'll be done with grad school. So hopefully I'll be landing myself in a job. When it comes to Call of Duty, though, I still have the competitive aspect in me, and I still feel like I can compete with some top players that play way more than me in this game, and I just hop on and play. So like, I think I think as long as I'm like, I'm feeling like I can still compete and I'm not like way behind the meta or way behind everybody, I'm still gonna play COD.
Yeah.
Of course it's a hobby for me, so it's not gonna be like oh, I have to become pro. Like this is like my everything. Like I have, of course, the engineering, but I mean, if I go pro, then like why not?
Facts.
I, I, I mean, right now during the summer, especially, I work from like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Damn.
Um, and then I just hop on and play COD, and like, of course, during the weekends I have off, so I go do other stuff. But when it comes to that, I'll put in the effort when it comes to that, of course, especially with the LCQ coming up. That's the main goal right now
Yeah.
to qualify for it. But I gotta find 4 other players I feel like want it as much as me. So currently in that dilemma. But yeah, I guess I really kind of just went off on a tangent again. But
It's okay, bro.
5 years engineering, hopefully somewhere. And I want to come back to Austin, I think. So hopefully
Yeah.
back here in Austin. So
Damn. All right. Uh, so I'm gonna ask for your opinion on this.
yeah.
LCQ Online, Champs Online. Do
hmm
you feel like this was? How do you feel about like everything just being online? Like, how do you feel
Uh,
about
I,
that?
I mean, I think it's a good idea for this because I don't think any LAN or anything should be running right now, especially in
Yeah.
Texas. Because we're getting hit with like a second wave and like another um I guess spike. So you know, if like there's bubbles that can be created and like with people like quarantine for a week and so I mean they could have really done that if they got but of course COD doesn't want to waste the time on creating a bubble like the NBA or something like that. So
Yeah.
so I think having the challengers and everything online and champs is a good idea for this because I mean this COD ultimately is not the greatest COD,
Yeah.
so I feel
Facts.
like it's chalked already. Like I feel like everyone's just like, okay, I'll try to come back online. Like it gives the opportunity for a lot of players that of course can't travel or can't go play on at like events and stuff like that to give it their shot and see what happens. So
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's gonna be a joke. Like when you play at the LCQ, they're gonna, of course, look you up and be like, "Okay, everybody's in like the East Coast or Central, so we're gonna throw you on a West Coast host or something." But hopefully, people have competitive integrity and use deadies and stuff. But
Yeah. I
you
hope
know,
so. But
I
who
have to
knows?
see. But when it comes to like the pro scene, though, like online is just like a shit show. I feel like
Yeah.
because I mean, Florida's a good team, but like Florida was the first team to realize that most things were gonna be online, so they picked up onliners, like really good people that are online. So
Damn.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're way better than me, but like I don't think
Yeah.
like some of them would be performing as well on land. But shit, they were the first team to realize that we're gonna be online most of the season. Why not pick up people that are good online? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Facts.
you see what Optic's doing now. They picked up two people that probably wouldn't even sniff the pro league like right now.
Damn.
Uh, they picked Draza and Hollow. Like
Yeah.
those guys. I mean, they would make it to champs. Don't get me wrong. If they had the
Yeah.
old format, but like they
They would
would
get
never get
slapped by
picked. They wouldn't.
pros.
Yeah, they wouldn't be the first. They wouldn't be the first. Like I guess wave of players selected if it was a LAN. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, Optics trying to, of course, fix their team because they've been a shit show all year.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think that's where Toronto messed up too because Toronto picked 10 players that were decently good at LAN, and now they're terrible and they're trying to figure out which 5 is best online. So
Yeah. Damn, bro.
I
That dude
mean,
Kleenex nasty.
yeah, Kleenex is, bro.
I didn't see the point of them like dropping classic though. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like that Toronto team's like 4. I think only one American's on that team right now. So it's like 4 international teams. They're like, I remember they're like, why don't you just put in like a full European roster at that point and bring up like medals or something? I don't remember who it was. I don't remember that. I don't really pay attention to Toronto to be honest with
Yeah.
you, but I remember seeing some tweets like that. So
Yeah, I remember. I feel that. I feel that. So you already know this is the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm,
I'm gonna ask the question. Uh,
yeah.
any rivalries that have come about, playing in the CCL or playing in the BG League, or like, I know you had a couple feuds and a couple like
Mhm,
rants on Twitter, but
yeah.
anyone specifically that grinds your gears that like you really can't stand outside of the game, or
I mean, like, of course, everybody's gonna want me to say like Concord and everything like that, of course, because we've been going at it all year long. But honestly, there's respect aspect when it comes in game. Like, I know I don't think they respect me in game though. That's the thing. But like, I talk my shit. I don't care what I like to talk shit, bro. It's just what
facts?
it is. It's the competitive part of me, and like I don't take it personally. Like I don't wake up at the end of the day and like or wake up in the morning and just like, oh, I hate him. I fucking hate him. Like, no, it doesn't. But when it's like when I sit down, I'm playing the games, and I'm like, okay, I want to beat them. Like, I gotta be better than them. But
Facts.
not specifically Concord, but I mean, there's a bland answer for me because I'm gonna be like everyone. Honestly, a lot of people in the CCL don't like me. So I mean, I can go and I can make a whole list down and just
Yeah,
list every player that's had beef with me and shit. So when it comes to that, I think a lot of CCO players do not like me when it comes to that aspect, and I burned a lot of bridges already. But
it
I
is
mean,
what it is.
honestly, like when it comes to like teaming outside of the CCO, though, I wouldn't want to team with like 99% of those kids anyway. So
Yeah, dude. A lot of them are
so I mean, if
delusional.
they get pissed at me for talking shit, then like it's fine.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like rivalries, there's just people that don't like me. I don't really know if it's like a rivalry, but if somebody's talking shit to me and shit, they're on the other team like the next day or that same day, then I'm gonna be leaning forward.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean like Illini Orange, like when it comes to like our team, I don't think a lot of team liked us, and a lot of people doubted us. So uh, you know, we proved people wrong with a T8 performance, but I felt like we were a T4 team at least. So kind
Yeah.
of sucks, but I know like recently, like a lot of Georgia Southern players do not like me for some reason. So like I don't know what I did to them, but like every time we scrimmed LA Tech, like throughout the years, like I would get
Yeah.
like DMs after the scrims, like, "Oh, internet's doing y'all wonders" and stuff like that shit. I'm just like, okay, bro, like, and I'm playing from like a dorm room, like Wi-Fi at the time, and I'm just like, all right, bro, like, you know, but like Georgia Southern would get mad because because we would like when we scrim them, we wouldn't like really win a map when it was on their host, and when it was on our host, we would win maps and stuff. It was just like a host fuck ultimately,
Yeah.
and like recently, I don't know, I guess like the World War, even though okay, we played the World War II throwback, like
I did too. Yeah.
and like yeah,
Yep.
and like Trauma like tweeted something out, and like I tweeted something back, and then like next thing you know, like Jokes is like before the match, he's like, yeah, when we play crit, we win. Like I'm gonna tweet at him and start talking shit. I'm just like, I didn't even like. I'm just like playing this throwback for fun, and people are like shit talking me, and like I was pretty much like, I mean, come on, I was using a sniper and I dropped 10 on him in like an S&D, so like
I'm
you know.
dead.
But yeah, I got like all these like tweets and stuff. But when it comes to like at the beginning of the year, I had like a really bad beef with like Vale when he first came in, because like I just went
Hmm.
at him. And now me and Vale are like the chirping duo. Like you'll see us tweet at people all the time on Twitter and stuff. So like it's weird how like it's come for us like a full circle. But hopefully like even with like JX Money, like after the BO4 farewell, like we beat him and I'm just like talking shit and stuff. And then now me and him are like one like really good friends in like the CCL. So like it's just I feel like a lot of times like I mean those players understand that it's in game, and
Yeah.
like you talking shit, and like at the out in the outside the game we can be cool and chill. So
Gee, that's how it's supposed to be, bro. A lot of people do
yeah.
not understand that. Like it's literally in game. Like outside the game,
Mhm.
like I don't know, I don't get it, bro.
Yeah,
But
like I know when we were playing that pro point, you were talking mad shit to Kush Point, you know? And
oh,
Kush Point was in my DMs like, yo, what's his Twitter? What's his Twitter? I'm like, bro, dude, like I'm not able to respond to this. Like it's just gonna start way too much. Like it's literally a pro point. Like calm down.
bro. I mean, I had to, bro. Like I don't know, cause they were being
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
Like I hope, like, I don't know. I don't know if he took me serious. 'Cause I just kept saying like the same shit over and over and
Yeah, you
again.
called him a creddy and he took it to heart, bro.
Hey man. But I mean, to be honest, bro, if we played on a neutral host, bro, I feel like I'd play so much way better. Like I don't know, but it is what it is, bro. COD champs round 11, 1v1. Which
Oh
previous
shit.
teammate are you choosing for that, brother?
Shit.
To
And it can't
clutch?
be me. It can't
Yeah,
be me. I can't clutch
nah,
it.
no,
Damn.
1v1. Your
Uh,
teammates got to clutch it.
okay, I'll pick two, because I know
Damn.
my old OG teammates that kind of quit off COD that I still talk to on like a daily basis are gonna be pissed if I don't say one of them. So because he's been telling me that he's the best S&D player when we played in Black Ops 4 and World War II, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to go with my boy Proximity JB. It was his gamer tag. He's since then quit. He turned an S&D kid and then he
yeah.
quit. So
Damn,
yeah, so with that, and then like most recent teammate, because Eddie already said Vale on his, I'll go with Nedra. Nedra's nasty.
damn.
He's nasty when it comes to that. He did 1v2 Cheeto shit round 11. When it came to that, and
Damn.
we won the map because of that. And without him, we would have lost the series 3-1. So uh it was so I trust them the most when it comes to that, especially in this game.
Facts.
Um yeah.
Okay, bet. So, and knowing that, who would you say is like your duo? You might have mentioned it earlier.
But yeah, so like my duo, shit, I don't really have like a main duo. Like my duo that I had back in the day was Mona, this kid named Mona. He's like my
Yeah.
IRL friend, and we knew each other since kindergarten. We kind of went to trick shotting to competitive together. So he was like my duo. Oh shit.
Oh.
But my duo, he was my duo when it comes to that. Of course, we still talk, of course, all the time. But right now, me and Eddie have been kind of the Mexican duo when it comes to that, bro. We've been going. So when it
Yeah,
comes to that, but I don't know if Eddie, of course, considers me his duo. But right now, we've been doing it up. So
I've seen y'all. Y'all been getting them pro points in together.
yeah,
Yeah.
we actually just played one without him like right before, because we had 5 already. But
Oh, word. But all right. Bet. Damn. Uh, hmm. All right. So last question, and then we're gonna go into closing statements.
all right.
So, what what ultimately like drives you to compete? I mean, that's
All right. So I got like a long answer for this one. Of course, I didn't recite it or whatever, but I'm just gonna go back. So my dad, ultimately played baseball
Yeah.
until college, and he was like scouted and stuff for the MLB. It was ultimately going to get drafted.
Yeah.
And so he's always had like the competitive drive, but he had to quit because, of course, of family. He had a family, which was us and stuff. So
Word.
he thought like the best route for our family was, him going off to work and providing. And so from since then, like, when it comes to myself and my three other siblings, I'm the youngest of four. So
Damn.
my oldest sister is 32, so there's a huge age gap when it comes to that. But
Sheesh.
she was really good at tennis, and like my dad was always into like, being like really super competitive, always being the best. Like we had a saying because our last name's Keys. He was like, "You're Keys. You excel in sports and get straight A's in school," and that was like our motto.
Yeah.
And so like every single day, like when it came to like sports, so like when I was younger. I used to play baseball, and I was really good at baseball, and like I was probably the best out of myself and the brother when it came to like that at the age. And so I like the future, but of course, like I ultimately quitting and stuff because I wanted to play football.
Yeah.
And I was like, everybody's playing football. And so I got a competitive drive for football. And so like from then on, my dad always pushed me to like, pursue what I wanted to do and always be the best at whatever I do. So I got the competitive aspect from like my father and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, of course, my siblings did too, because, they went off to go be like D1 athletes and stuff. Well, like
Oh shit.
me, I ended up choosing video games, which wasn't like, you know, my dad wasn't too fond of it at the beginning, but they're super supportive
Yeah.
when it comes to that. And then when they found out, of course, that I was playing it competitively, they always like pushed me, be better. And like, of course, they don't like me being on the game, but
Yeah.
when it came to like college, playing for my college, they thought it was a cool thing. So, I mean, they always push me to, again, like I said, be the best. So I always get on, and I always like just want to be the better than everybody else in the lobby. Of course, I have off days. Of course, I don't play that well some days, but I don't beat myself down. And of course, I've quit a few times, but when I always come back, I always see like players that I was better than, like be up on
Yeah.
the top and stuff. And like, I had one kid that like costed me in like a 2v2 like tournament MWR, and next thing you know, I come back like, and like I hated IW that year. I just did not want to
Yeah.
play it. I waited until my Battle Beaver got in because I needed like a custom controller for jetpacks. Like,
Yeah.
and so I came back, and he was like winning lands and stuff in like Florida, and I
What
was
the
just like,
hell?
hell nah. Like I was like, hell no. I just came back, and I just been grinding ever since, really. Of
Yeah.
course, like I've seen like a lot of my friends come and go. I've made in the community, so it's hard because like especially it's hard for me because I felt like World War II was my best game.
Yep.
Like I teamed with really good players that are like T16 teams this year, and I felt like I should be there. But because for some reason after every year in COD, the like resets on who wants to team with me. 'Cause, like I was really good at World War II. Like I was taking out like teams single handedly when it came to like that. And like I would lose to like fastball and like the 2Ks and stuff by like
Damn.
legit like a map. Like I would be like it wouldn't be my fault. I would just have like a teammate go like 1-8. Like I would never take it out on them. I would just be like, okay, like on to the next, let's get better and stuff. And then like I would thought like, oh, when it came to Black Ops 4, I'd have a really good team, but then like I'd have to reset, and I would just have to play with friends again at the start instead of
Dude,
like,
that's tough. That shit happens to me
so
every time.
like of course I'm like mentally drained from it. And but always seeing like the people I used to team with on top, like I'm just like, yeah, like I got the competitive like driving me. I talk my shit, but I want to get back there. I burn bridges, of course, when I talk shit, but you know, I gotta get back to where I think I should be. And I think I should be on a at least a T16 team. Of course, I didn't put in as much hours this year as last couple years
Yep.
in school, but I'm ready. I'm ready to get into the LCQ. I'm ready to qualify, but let's see what happens, man. I'm ready
Exactly.
to put in the hours for the next month, so that's what it is.
Let's just see where it goes. All
Yeah.
right, brother. I guess we could conclude it there, dude. That's damn, bro. You had some pretty good answers. And so, with that being said, we're gonna conclude the show, right? So,
hmm
appreciate you for coming on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you having me.
crazy because like I didn't even know who to put on next for the show, but then I got like multiple recommendations. They were like, "Yo, Crit's got to get on this." It was
Yeah.
from Eddie, and actually my teammate Linga actually
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, you should put Crit on there." I was like, "Bet." So here we are.
I bet you a lot of people wanted me to get on here and say some shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like this. But no, I kept it super low key because you know, season's over. No need to talk shit to people that don't play the game anymore. So
Facts.
yeah.
All right, brother. Like I said again, it's been nice having you, and this has been episode 11 of the Gauntlet, and it's been your boy, Mr.kiddragon, and
Great.
every time, bro. All right, and we out. Peace.